Hi. For this discussion board, I want to talk to you guys about my past videos and the questions and comments that I received over those. For about 2 videos ago, I talked about my paper and a paper that you need to write and all the things included on it for your science fair project. Well, I talked about the organizational patterns. The problem solution pattern was the main one I had concerns about. In the problem solution pattern, you talk about your hypothesis, what you want to do, and it's the basis for your entire project. And then you go through your materials list, your procedure, your information, your data tables, until you get to your solution or your conclusion part of it. And then that's basically how you would write your paper. You just set it up from what you did at the beginning, so all the steps you took in the middle and how you did those, and what all information you found in them, until you finally reach your solution or your conclusion to your entire project. And some of you, one of the main questions I had that was, what if my paper isn't long enough? If I write my problem solution paper, then what if it's not long enough and it doesn't look like it's enough information? Well, one thing that you need to not worry about is that the length of your paper doesn't matter if you have your information. If your paper is a page and a half, a page, 3 pages, 8 pages, as long as you include all the necessary information that your teacher requires. Because your teacher or the judges judging the science fair project are the ones you need to show that you actually did all this work and that you stood step by step by step, and you started out with your hypothesis, and this is how you reached your conclusion to your entire project. So don't worry about the length as much as the information that you put out into your paper. The next thing I want to talk about is the questions and comments and counter arguments that I had gotten from my last video I posted over my poster board. The poster board was, and mainly those questions were about the information I had put on my poster board. Some of them were about the pictures, some were about the title. It was just a wide variety of questions. The first question that I received was, what if I don't want to put a lot of pictures on my poster board? Is that going to count off, or am I going to get in trouble and get a bad grade? Well, no, not necessarily. Now, don't get me wrong. I like pictures. Pictures help me tell people what I was doing and how I did it. But some people don't. They don't like a lot of extra visual stuff. So it's a personal project. If you feel like you don't want any pictures on your poster board, or that you don't need them on your poster board, then you don't have to put them. I put them as space filler and as an extra visual effect to show that other people had done this project before, and that I was relating my current project to projects in the past, or pictures of projects that were similar to my own. Now, see, you can go either way. It's just a personal thing, whether you like pictures or whether you don't. It's not going to affect your grade. Information is the main thing that people worry about on their posters, not pictures. So don't fret it too much. It's not that big of a deal. The next thing that I got, it was the second most popular question I received, was title length. And a lot of people were actually worried about the length of their titles on their science fair projects. Some thought, my project title is way too short, or it's way too long. Well, don't worry. Titles for projects are mainly there to summarize main ideas. Mine summarized my main idea in 2 words, reaction time. That is in my hypothesis, is in all my data and my tables and background information, and it's also in my conclusion. Now, if yours is a potato clock and all you want to put is potato clock, then go ahead, as long as it summarizes your main points. I didn't want to put like extra words in mine because I felt like it would just take away from the real topic, which is reaction time. So it won't give you a bad grade as long as you're not writing 4 sentences as your title, because that's too long and no one will really pay attention if it's not short and simple. That's not how people work these days. Everyone wants it short and simple. So that's just how I did mine. It was a personal preference, just like the pictures on my poster. The next question I got was information on your poster. A lot of people differed in my opinion that information needs to be the biggest thing on your poster. That's what I think. I think information needs to be the biggest thing on the poster because that's the background of your entire project. If you don't have information, then you really have no facts and no one can really give you any credibility for the work you've done. If you don't have information about how other people have done their project, you don't have how you did it, how you set yours up, what you did in order to get the information you got, then it's not credible. No one will truly take your stuff seriously if you don't have proof and facts and hard work written on your paper and on your poster board. So that's really what you need to do, is you need to have all of the information put on your poster board, and it needs to be the main focus. The pictures not so much, and the title can even be smaller than the information, as long as your information is your main focus on your poster board and your project and your paper. That's the biggest thing people look for, is the information and the work you've done. Well, thank you guys for watching my video, and if you have any other questions or comments, just comment below. Thank you.